Good morning. Welcome to the 16th edition of the Monday Morning Quiz from PQSI. As mentioned earlier, this quiz is going to be on some of the lean topics, particularly specific to the value stream map. And before we get on with the proceedings of today, I thought I'll clarify a few queries we received regarding our quiz. There has been some confusion about when actually the Monday morning quiz video gets uploaded. So let me share, a few details about how we do this. The first place where the Monday morning quiz video gets uploaded is in the YouTube, as most of you are familiar. So we upload the YouTube video. So this is done by my back office team. So it happens actually on a Monday. Okay, on alternate Mondays, the new latest edition of the Monday morning quiz video that is recorded gets uploaded in our YouTube channel. There are, quite a few subscribers of the YouTube channel, so who will get notified. So we are now trying our best to make it at a standard time on a Monday morning, but because of some of our back office teams preoccupied and things like that. Sometimes my video gets delayed and things like that. Because of which the exact timings are not yet freezed, but very soon we'll have it. But nevertheless, for those who are subscribed, they get notified. So they get a head start. So they get on and then go to the Google form and start answering the quiz. What happens later is that maybe on a Monday evening or on a Tuesday morning is when I put that same message in my social media pages in LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Insta. So, so the respondents who look at my LinkedIn page or my Facebook, this thing, and then respond, you will obviously be, probably getting it the next day. So you are not on the top 10 or 15 respondents. So this is happening. While yes, I do understand winning is important, but the purpose of this quiz is more about sharing, the details and understanding, testing your fundamentals and all that. But if you're really keen on at least winning once and things like that, there are two options. One is that I suggest that you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get automatic notification. Like in any Monday morning, I do get some messages saying, "Sir, when we are all waiting," and things like that. So I suggest that, and then it becomes easier for us. The moment the uploading happens, you immediately get notified by email, and so you don't have to look at my YouTube channel and keep waiting, or my LinkedIn page or anything like that. So that's the best option. The other option is I will try to post it in the social media also as quickly as possible. So when I am in India, it's easier. But when I travel outside India, because of the time zones and all that, I will post it probably the next day, only in my LinkedIn page. Whereas in the YouTube channel, it gets posted on the same day. So this is the clarification, because I do understand. See, in fact, one of the reasons why you get the same winners coming again is primarily because of the fact that these guys have understood this and then they are working on. So I don't want this to be an undue advantage for just for the subscribers. The best way is for you also to join the bandwagon so that you don't get the time lag between a YouTube upload and a LinkedIn notification, right? So that's the tip that I wanted to share with you. A few of them had concerns about it, but when we cannot, as far as we are concerned, what we are looking at is the ranking in the Google form. So it doesn't matter whether you are through YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook or Twitter, but what is important for us is the Google form. So we go in that order and then we freeze the top 3 winners. Of course, from MMQ15, we have given a merit certificate to all those who give correct answers for all the 3 questions, and we'll continue this. It's a very good, input, again from one of the winner. So I thought, we will definitely give them the merit certificate. But if you want to be declared as a winner and get the gift voucher, then it's only for the top 3, right responses. So with this opening remarks, let me get on with the let me share my screen and get on with the MMQ 16 quiz. So MMQ 16, Monday morning quiz, 16th edition, dated the 10th January 2022 from PQSI, right? So as always, let's declare the questions for 16. So here's your first question. As I said, this is going to be related with most likely VSM and Lean. So those are the questions, simple ones, easy to crack. So, but anyway, I thought, see, even terminologies like OEE, which we asked on MMQ 15, and now the terminologies like tech time and other important things in with respect to VSM that we are going to ask today. We still have, when we probably look at reviewing some of the projects, we still feel that there are some differences in the understanding of these terminologies, which are very basic, very fundamental, very important when you're doing a productivity improvement program. But across the organization, the understanding of these terminologies have to be very clear. In fact, in terms of, I would always use Deming's operational definition, say we must have an operational definition for factors like takt time, cycle time, and all that in across the organization, so that's very important. So that's our first question. So we've given you the information. So calculate the takt time for the below scenario. So you have the hours of working, the total minutes of working, lunch break, tea breaks, and total requirement from the client. So, you can go ahead and then, calculate takt time. That's question number one. Question number two is a follow-up question of question number one. So question number two, the process steps for scenario in question one is furnished below. So there are 5 process steps in this. So process A takes 1.5 minutes, process B 1.7, process C 1.2 minutes, process D 1.6 minutes, and process E 1.9 minutes. Okay, so the question to you is now, if you had, once you have, it's a follow-up question to question one. Now that you've completed question one, question two is, these are the 5 process steps in that. So what, in your opinion, is a bottleneck process? So that's question number 2. Question number 3 has no connection with the other 2 questions. We just given a picture of a value stream map, and we just look at the picture. This is how typically a value stream map, an as-is map and or a future state map is done. But what's the most important thing is you calculate process cycle efficiency based on the VA and the NVA part of it and all that. So, I don't want to give you more clues, but they're all mentioned in this picture. And given this picture, look at this picture and calculate process cycle efficiency. Okay, so those are the 3 questions. Question number 1 is takt time. Question number 2, find out the bottleneck in that process based on the takt time that you calculated. And question number 3 is what's the process cycle efficiency. So these are the 3 questions. As we said, with this, probably we will stop the calculation part of the questions, and some next MMQ onwards, you will have something different. So we started off with the true or false, and then we got into picture-based true or false. Then we got into calculations, and now we will probably looking at something different from the next episode, right? So, we always need to continuously improve, continuously change. Of course, we try to, what we also decided is there's been a lot of feedback that don't stick only to SPC and MSA, go beyond that. So that's the reason we are including topics like OEE last time, which is a TPM topic. Now we look at VSM, and probably we're looking at FMEA and other tools as well, in the subsequent quizzes, right? So that's about MMQ 16. So as always, the next portion is to look at, the answers for the previous quiz, which was MMQ 15, where we had asked for calculating the OEE, the availability, performance, and quality rating, and OEE. Good amount of responses. Thank you all for wonderful responses. And more importantly, as expected, there were more people with correct answers for all the 3, all the 4 items that were asked to calculate: availability rating, performance rating, quality rating, and OEE. Of course, one builds on the other. So this is the information that was given. Well, I think, the slides are, automatically explaining the steps. So I don't have to do much of, so based on the information that was provided, this is the first step that you do. You calculate planned production time, which is the total production time, the shift length minus all the breaks. So that becomes 420 minutes. And then the actual operating time is the next step that you calculate. So there was a downtime of 15 minutes. So 420 minus 50 becomes 370. And then we also, from the information, we calculate how much are the good ones. The total production is 20,225, out of which the rejection is 503. So the total good ones that are acceptable to the customer is 19,722. So this is what you calculate. And then we move on to calculating the availability ranking, which is 370 minutes divided by 420, which is 88.1%. Then with that, we also calculate the performance rating, which is pieces produced divided by ideal rate into operating time. So ideal rate is mentioned in the question. So 20,225 is the total pieces produced, divided by ideal is 70, into 370 is the total operating time. That gives you the performance 78.1%. Quality performance, obviously, the total production. I mean, good products divided by the total production. So 19,722 divided by 20,225, which is 97.5%. OEE is actually availability times performance times quality, which most of you are familiar with. So 0.881 into 0.78 into 0.975 is about 67.1%. So some of you did say 67. We took that also as a correct answer. So 67.1 is the right answer for OEE. And all the other right answers, 88.1% is availability, 78.1% is performance, and 97.5% is quality, right? And so the next happy moment of this video is to declare the 3 winners. Okay, so as expected, organizations which are probably strong on TPM, we have received a lot of responses from them. Okay, the 3 winners declared in the alphabetical order of their names. 3 winners are Mr. S. Gopi Anand, who's an executive of Sundaram Rubber Industries or TVS Rubber in Madurai, and Mr. Rizwan Khan, Senior Service Manager, Process Excellence and Quality, Wipro Digital Operations and Platforms in Noida, and Mr. S. Sivaraman, Manager, Lean Six Sigma at Carborundum Universal in Chennai. Right? Congratulations to the winners. And if you see, these 3 winners are the seasoned MMQ players, I would say. I think they're almost, we still have almost about 20, 25 of them who are always waiting on a Monday morning for the YouTube video to get uploaded, because they're already subscribed and they just get into the fastest fingers first. Okay, so we also appreciate their interest and their passion towards quizzing. At the same time, as an organizer, I would like to see some new faces also slowly. So, but since the Google form goes on the basis of the way in which these guys are responding, the timeline is what is the. So this time also, I expect MMQ16 also to have a lot more responses, because questions are very straightforward, very simple in with regard to tech time and VSM. So I expect a lot more responses this time, and happy quizzing. And I would wish you all a very happy Pongal or Magar Sankranti, Lori or Bihu. It's a harvest festival in different parts of the country. So enjoy the harvest festival, but keep quizzing and take care. Of course, we are still we need to continue the best practices that we have had with respect to social distancing and wearing of masks. So the war is not yet over. So take care. Wish you all a very healthy, prosperous festival season next week. And then, but take care and keep quizzing. So this is Nanda signing off for PQSI Monday Morning Quiz episode 16. Thanks.